throughout history and K-pop, a lot of the times, like, K-pop dance, it's like a melting pot of different things, which is largely influenced by the Western like music and performing arts. But I also feel that we have to give credit to, um, Korean dancing in Korea, like such being Korean folk dance. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Don here, your dance mentor, and welcome to the workshop series where we dive into K-pop and dance. And today we're going to be checking out LOONA 1/3 plus Yeojin as a whole, because previously I checked out Heejin's Vivid, and I just figured if I were to just do all these videos one by one, it's going to take forever. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm splitting it by the era or the time, based off of subunit. So we're going to be doing this first and then head into Odd Eye Circle, then YY by Y. So I'm also aware that, what's it called? Hyunjin, Hasu don't have their own dance routine because their songs are ballads. And Vivi's Everyday I Love You doesn't have official choreography videos or dance practices as well. But there was one, because it was like it was only for the fans. They aired it at Cinema Theory, but I can't really find an official video with good quality. So for the sake of this video, we're just gonna skip the ones that actually have official choreography where we can see it in whole, because I was just looking at all the fan cams. This also applies to Sonatine as well, by the way. I know that has a dance routine, but again, like it just doesn't do the choreography justice with all these fan cams that are out there. All right, so we're going to be checking out the choreography this time. And some things that I'm kind of expecting is a more conversational type of choreography. I think like with this song, there's a lot of moments where it almost feels like she's like exploring her vicinity, or kind of gauging off, or kind of like exuding her aura, or her presence into the choreography. So I'm not sure if there's going to be that much going on in the choreography, but I don't know how deep the movement would even tie into the Looniverse. At least surface level, we might find some things in the choreography. So here it is. Yeah. There's like already, this talks about like running away or hiding, and also play with like a rabbit. Again, like surface level like wordplay. What was that? Wait, she drew something. I don't know what that was. Okay, she was just drawing the colors, but at the same time, like her dancers were just activating off of those points. Okay, so I don't know. Again, like I don't know how. I almost thought she just drew a star, but. I'm guessing like that little is like the point dance of the choreography, or in this case, like in music, we just call that the hook of the song. And it seems like she's just padding like layers of the rainbow. She talks about rainbows and like different colors a lot, and so like maybe that's kind of the intention behind it. It's really interesting, but like the way that kind of grooves into that is very very fun. And at same in some points, like this choreography has a lot of, well, not a lot, but maybe like minor moments of like sassiness, even just the way she like exudes her facial expressions at certain times. But it's really it's a really fun choreography, I would say. Like that part, even the way she sung it, na 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 na. You know, looking at it now, it's like I honestly, I'm paying more attention to like her expressions, because I feel like that's kind of the selling point of this choreography, or at least with this whole dance. Because um I mean, like the choreography, like yeah, it's still creative, it has its blocking moments, but I think what really captures me the most is obviously going to be Heejin, but just the way she performs or sets herself on stage. But I think in terms of expressions, like I feel Heejin is just still like on the verge of like pushing, or feeling the need to push even more to like feel out those moments. I guess that's kind of like what's going in my mind right now. But anyways, I love that part a lot. What is that part actually? Like this little shoulder squeak. Ah, so all day I'm left. Okay, got you. I feel like that's such a, I don't know what it is, but I know there's this. And so I'm guessing that's kind of where that shoulder like thing comes from. But yes, now this part. This is a monologue moment. Again, like when we're going to rainbows, or kind of filling in the canvas, the empty canvas with color, roll offs are going to be apparent, like with these dancers here. It just feels like a walking monologue, or conversation with this type of choreography, at least. I love that move. Again, like not really a roll off, but it is like a spread. And we even started from this position as well, I believe, right? So we're starting with like an ABA type of scenario here. Yeah, yeah. We start and end in the same position. But again, yeah, like, so motifs that we kind of really saw with this choreography or with this song, Like the concept is really like painting the world with color. At least that's kind of my interpretation of it. And so with choreography, you have, slight wordplay, but a lot of, conversational elements to this. And it's usually when like Heejin's not dancing at all. And we have formations that kind of create rainbow or roll-offs in a way. Like rainbows or roll-offs is kind of the correlation to the rainbows that we see in the choreography. But I don't know. I it's like, what can you even do with painting colors, or what's the main hook? And then all of a sudden they just decide to like pad in layers of the rainbow. I think it's really catchy. It's weird, but it's catchy to me. But I don't know. So now we're gonna start with Hyunjin and Heejin's "I'll Be There." I love it when they at least are embracing each other, like they're physically connected in this part. Because I was kind of scared that they were just gonna be dancing separate the whole time, but we have some chemistry or interaction going on, which is very vital for a duo piece, I would say. Yeah, so okay. So far, like a lot of the choreography is determined by the vocals. And so what I mean by that's like we're not gonna be riding the coattails of the basses or the snares or like that. It's not gonna be that type of New Jack Swing style. So again, like the choreography is tailored not to the music, but just to the image of these girls, which is some things are just going to be out of pocket. That's just what it is. Right? That was a lot of hips. Again, choreography is not all complex here. What happened to this part? I wanted to see that. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. See that? That is probably like the most out of pocket to this song. And so like what I mean by pocket, right? Like pocket meaning that everything music wise to concept to dance routine all meet at a certain equilibrium so that they're all in sync. Like being in pocket doesn't just mean the tempo or keep timing within the choreography to your music, or at least finding your timing within the choreography. It's really about like setting the mood and theme all together so that everything kind of feels at one. And like again, what I was mentioning, with New Jack Swing, it's like we're not gonna get this with LOONA because it's gonna be danced differently. And I'll be honest, like this is just I don't know how I feel about that. It's out of pocket to me. I will say they know how to dance. I think with Heejin and Hyunjin, they were never the weak links within the group, so. And I think these two have great chemistry at the very least. Except I feel that, with Heejin, she's putting a little bit more in terms of her expressions, because I think Heejin's really good at that. We got like a 4/8 count like hip rotation groove going on here. Hold on. Okay, wait. I'm just looking at Hyunjin now. I actually like this part. Whoa. Okay, interesting. This part right here, I'm tripping out, but I felt like the way she sung this and performed this part felt very awkwardly seductive. I think it's just her how she projects. It's a lot different than Heejin's like solo moments, because Heejin is constantly smiling most of the time. If you just look like right here, and then like you just see Hyunjin just, I feel like she accentuates her walks a lot more during this particular moment, and it makes it feel like that little subtle, hand drop to the right shoulder. It felt very different. It carried a totally different vibe. I don't know if that's intended in choreography, but I feel like the choreography is supposed to feel very bright. And so yeah, again, this is the time where they just started, they just debuted. So again, I'm not gonna be super anal about that, but that's interesting. Like I'm again, like I'm finding they both have different pockets, Heejin and Hyunjin. Like Heejin is very much more brighter, and versus Hyunjin, I don't want to say she's passive, but she knows she I guess she's like the cat. I think that's just what it is. So it kind of, they kind of play into their animal signs. I guess that's what it is. I don't know. See, just look at them, like their expressions are just so vastly different from each other. And sometimes you need contrast. Cause for this, like, I guess, I mean, this is Girl of the Month. Each member is going to be different, obviously, but knowing how they are as a whole, like they're, I think LOONA is a clean dance group, and so this is interesting to watch because they're just dancing, with each other, but they're in different pockets, which is interesting. Oh, we're gonna check out Yojin's Kiss는 다음에. With this, we're gonna have a lot of playfulness, and like with this type of song, I feel like it's very prone to have choreography that carry like onomatopoeias, and I think with Korean onomatopoeias in particular have a very set or standard like gesture that's involved or complemented along with it. Like there's a part where we see dugun dugun, and then like with that, with choreography, we kind of dance to that onomatopoeia. And so I'm kind of expecting that, again, like not going to be complex in choreography or sophisticated or anything like that, but yeah, we're just gonna see what we can get out of this. This is straight out of a Disney movie, really. So we're playing along with the rhythm of the snaps. Again, very figurative, lots of like gesture-driven choreography. Oh, that's cute. Oh, so this time we're playing musicality upon the instruments. The horns and the pianos. We got a build there. And then the verse starts here. So the first part was much more of a monologue sort of feeling, a lot more flowy, a lot more stationary. And then this part, right after the build, like there's a slight dance moment from here, or I guess we're playing a lot with more conversational choreography. Especially, I like how they're holding on the horns. I think it's like the trumpets or something like that. But oh, that's so catchy. Again, like I don't know. No, actually, kamchak is an actual word. Or actually, I don't know. I don't know if my Korean is right, but you know, kamchak, like there's like this gesture where you close your mouth, and then we're just gonna get a whole bunch of these. We're gonna get an abundance of these things. I just know it. Even like with Yeojin, like her expression is very, very focused. Like, you know, I don't think she's like performing it bad or whatsoever, but I think just like with her type of age and also how the choreography sort of plays into her character, she's really a teenager here. The way this song plays into like a coming of age, this is sort of like this transition from her being a child to a young adult. But she's always had that spunk, which is super adorable. There it is. No, with choreography such as this, we're seeing a lot of we see a lot of. I think this goes for any type of girl group dance. Like we're always seeing spreads and like spread arms. And a lot of flowy arm motions to like represent wings, I would say, or angel-like wings. I think this choreography still has a lot of moments where she can actually speak to us or like be inside of her character. Again, like she has like this sort of pocket where she's a spunky kind of girl who's in this transition of or coming of age. And I like the look on her. I think it suits her a lot in terms of just the choreography. I love this. The commitment. The commitment of like this little shaking group. I think that's so adorable, but I think it's funny too. See, in this moment, like with this electric guitar, like in my head, like if this choreography was even more sophisticated, we would do some crazy things with that electric guitar. But here, it was smart to play along with just a standard groove, like the that I think it's like this bass snare, and she kind of just feels that, or all of them sort of play into that and kind of flow into or naturally transition into the final chorus choreography, I think. Like right here, we're still in this groove, ignoring the guitar, and then we just get right into that. smart, because I honestly don't think they would. Again, it would be out of pocket if we would just have, you know, electric guitar sort of dance break. It's like, that's not gonna work with this type of song. The song has a certain type of feeling. But yeah, really interesting choreography for Yeojin, but also very expected out of someone of her character. So now we're gonna be checking out Love and Live. Some things that I'm expecting is that obviously there's 4, so there's higher numbers this time around. So maybe even some staggered lines or formations. And we're playing along the likes of lines or pretty lines or a lot of flowy lines. I'm guessing a lot of gesture-driven choreography like we've seen in Yeojin's Kiss Later. So we got a back and forth movement with the camera this time. Makes the choreography feel even different. Again, pretty lines. You know, okay, some things that I feel like I don't really give enough credit to is actually, you know, throughout history and K-pop, a lot of the times, like, you know, K-pop dance, it's like a melting pot of different things, which is largely influenced by the Western like music and performing arts. But I also feel that we have to give credit to, you know, Korean dancing in Korea, like such being Korean folk dance, because I feel like Korean folk dance is an actual art form in which I feel that a lot of choreography tends to have, you know, falling pedal like arms or even just, you know, creating flowy movement. And I feel that K-pop adds that element into it, which is really interesting because like you see, you know, Korean folk dance, if I'm not mistaken, has been around for thousands or maybe 100 years, if not thousands. But usually it's done to like summonings or rituals, and now it's kind of transformed into contemporary dance. So like in a way, like folk dance has become Korea's very own contemporary dance. And so like seeing these come to light, like we see a lot of that Korean folk dance element, or even, you know, techniques that we've seen or that you would see like thousands of years. And I don't know much about it, to be honest with you, but I think this is kind of like what I'm seeing, at least as far as, you know, with girl groups in general. We're going to be seeing like these similar movements all the time. So yeah. Just a quick, I always thought that move, it was just so like it's, I say this all the time, but this is interesting. It's an interesting choice. Like 지금 보고 싶어, I think it's like I miss you, or like right now I want to see you. I think that's what the lyrics are. But to have like a starting chorus choreography as if you're gonna run like a relay race, like what we see in the video, but it rises and they do like a roll off with it too. It's just so out of place, but I'm all for it because it's just different, and it just threw me off ever since I saw the music video for this. So interesting. We're getting like a surrounding camera work as well. Like, I don't know why, but I guess, you know, the feeling so far that I get from this choreography is that they're rallying together in a way, like with this 지금 보고 싶어, and like even they do like a what's it called? No, they get together and then they're like manse kind of feeling. I don't know what that is, but I think it's. Is this part? Yeah, that part. Like I get this weird rallying kind of feeling. Like they're rallying together for something. I'm not sure what that is. I just think that's funny because Hasu and Vivi are like close. So that was adorable. Again, like the choreography is just very, very delicate in general. You know, largely we're throwing in a lot of, you know, just handwork and also figurative sort of gestures that kind of like represent something. Sometimes it doesn't even represent something. It's just a move that's kind of just a placeholder in that spot. And then we got this. Like even that part too, like I don't know like what that is supposed to be, you know? And like for me, you know, like I'll admit I like to watch like sophisticated choreography because it allows me to think deeper and like give more insight. But for this, like, you know, I acknowledge that I'm not gonna go get anything deeper than what I'm seeing surface level. It's like sometimes choreography can just be that and it doesn't matter. So, but I think that within itself is weirdly interesting to me. Ooh. That's so that jump, like I don't know why, but I thought they were gonna jump a little bit earlier, but they jump on the I go 싶어. Yeah, okay, yeah, they jump on the go. I guess that actually that sort of makes sense, but again, like I'm probably just overthinking about things. Is it because like they're in a rush or they want to see somebody, and so they're kind of like carrying this like Running Man like gesture? Is that what it is? I don't know. It's something to think about. Hmm. Yeah, that I'd say by far in terms of like this whole Luna 1/3 plus Yojin, like I think this choreography is the most like confusing out of all of what we've seen so far. Just because, you got things like bo go shipo ineman go shipo. Like I'm thinking like these choices are just so in like out of pocket. I don't know. But yeah, that was all of them so far. Like again, I'm kind of just doing this for fun, really. It's not to like in a way, like yeah, like I know that there's some that sort of want me to react to Luna, but I feel like there's some things that I just never really gotten to check out before, such as the dance versions that we got here. Like I never really got to see much of it, and I'm never not gonna guarantee anything that's super like deep within the choreography. Like I said earlier, like some things are just gonna be what it is. Like I'm not gonna get any deeper than that just because of the nature of the choreography and also the tone of the song. Like it's not like there's gonna be so much embedded within inside the choreography. But in terms of the music videos, yes, for sure, because that's kind of what the Luna verse has spawned. Is through these music videos. But choreography, not sure. But or again, like I'm hoping to find little bits and pieces, maybe some interesting things that maybe we can find. But yeah, with that said, I want to know what you guys think. So let me know down in the comments below what you thought was unique or maybe something I didn't catch. Again, this is a long video. But yeah, I would like to know maybe something that might have tied into the Luniverse somehow. I don't know. But with that said, I know most of you guys who watch my channel are largely unsubscribed, so it would definitely mean a lot if you hit that like button, subscribe, and also turn on notifications so you don't miss another thing. And thank you again for watching. And I appreciate you, love you, and I'll see you on the next video. So peace out and stay eating.